Find the American dream.
I think the American dream is,
By my definition, the American dream is...
I think the American dream is
I think the American dream is being able to come from whatever background and being whoever you are and being able to achieve your dreams and your goals that aren't necessarily all available to you from where you come from.
the ability to a good life, freedom, being able to pursue what you want to pursue in life and be happy.
The ability to pursue happiness and the type of life you want to lead.
basically work your way from nothing and become something important in this country.
Achieving what specifically you want in life, whether it be like if you want to go to college or just travel the world or something. If you want to achieve the very best, you have to work for it.
If you've lived through struggles, I think it's really good at humbling you and making you more keen on pursuing things, working harder for things, because you know what it's like to struggle and maybe not have those things.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's really important. If you don't struggle to attain the goal, then you haven't really accomplished anything. And the struggle is the most important part of going after your goals. Is that if it's easy, it's not even worth accomplishing.
Struggles are definitely part of the whole trip to the American dream, because nothing comes easy in this world. That wealth and status do play a role in the American dream. I mean, one of the most commonly recognized American dream is to make a better start and a better life for my family. Can't happen without some wealth.
The ideal is that through hard work and persistence, you can achieve a goal. And I think with wealth, you're not really working hard to achieve it, so maybe you won't appreciate it more. If you have wealth, you're able to achieve it, but it's just not going to be as meaningful as it would be if you did it through your own hard work and persistence.
I think it depends on the goal. Your wealth or status can definitely influence how successful you can be and what your goals could be.
They're not necessary. They do play an important factor. It all depends on the amount of drive you have, as well as how much you want to achieve your goal. Internet conversations, I think it's because people would like to make the America the land of the free and the land of opportunity as much as possible. And all these issues that we're facing today, I think, are obstructing that goal that people want to work towards. So while we are trying to stop it and we're doing the best that we can, I do think that certain groups are a little bit underprivileged in that sense.
Definitely. Yeah. There are groups that are going to have a harder struggle than other groups just because of who they are, what their status is when they're born. But that doesn't mean they can't achieve success.
I think that American society kind of puts a box around the American dream. They're the society's standard in order to be easily achieved, and if it doesn't fit that standard, then you're gonna have to definitely work a lot harder to get there. But I think anyone could do it if they tried hard enough.
Oh, absolutely. I lived in Oakland for a while, and it was weird because I was going to Berkeley, which was this really prestigious school with a bunch of rich kids going to in the middle of this really poor area of Northern California. I worked with kids in low-income schools, and it's just obvious that the way our government runs things and organizes things, it puts people who live in certain areas or from certain races, just because of historical reasons, are at a disadvantage to achieve things, I think.
Some people in the society do tend to judge very quickly. They tend to be a little bit more biased, and that prevents other people from achieving their goal. Well, from a young age, we're definitely teaching our citizens what America is about. We're having them recite the pledge every day. We're having all these great pictures of America painted for them with our history and just what's going on today and how our leaders are so great. And even though we have issues, America's a great place, which is true, but it's a little bit of overkill of how good America is. And so that's where the overconfident and arrogant American picture that other countries sometimes view comes in.
Babies aren't born biased, they're grown biased.
I think it influences everything. America's very different, but I think within parts of the country, especially over political lines, that people are part of a group think the same things. That people are very conformist. It's hard to develop your own opinions and be confident in them, because culture is designed to be very like agreeable. And
We like to hop on the bandwagon quite often and do whatever other people think is cool. It's just a natural human trait that we have. And so whatever is on social media is what we're exposed to. And whatever majority likes, we tend to lean towards it.
it's always changing. Attitudes about different races in general. I mean, after 9/11, things changed big time. The Middle East became this whole new enemy of America, and Muslims started taking heat in such a huge way. It's still going on. It's probably getting even worse now. Kind of an attitude and culture of like tolerance and acceptance of everyone is definitely progressing. Especially people are becoming, in general, more accepting of everyone, their own personal differences, basically, no matter what they are. They're not clinging on to old stereotypes and prejudices.
I've seen it through very small examples like pop culture, the songs on the radio, TV shows.
I wish that were true, but there is a faction of people that will resist equality.
Even though maybe like America isn't completely accepting of everybody yet, we're becoming more and more accepting and diverse every day.
Absolutely not. If that was the case, we wouldn't have hate crime laws or anything like that. The coasts are very different from like the middle of America. It's mostly white people there, and they have never experienced like living with minorities. I'm almost like afraid of them in a way, because they don't understand them. But like on the West Coast, like Seattle, which is really actually a melting pot now, I think people are like, you can't survive here if you're racist. Like, you'd go crazy and you leave. But it depends on where you are in the country.
I hosted an Australian this year. Things that were completely normal to me before she came suddenly just like showed up. One of them being lunchtime in our cafeteria. Australia, they don't have cafeterias, they don't eat like that. She went in with her friends and they're like, this is so chaotic. Sell little strips of chicken in like string cheese packaging, and just opening that was so American to me. Turned on Chicken Fried, the country song, and everybody started singing along, and I was like, this is America.
I turned 18 and was able to vote for the first time.
In my AP World History class, we learned a lot about current global issues and things that are going on in other parts of the world. And doing that in AP World class kind of like puts things into perspective, in that in America, like, we really do have a lot of opportunities and we have like a lot of freedom, and that like I'm a woman, or like I'm a girl and I get to go to school, whereas in other countries girls are pretty much like sold and like they don't get a chance to get an education or even pursue a dream, whereas in America everyone gets that ability to at least pursue a dream.
Probably the 4th of July. I mean, just doing stereotypical American things, I guess. Partying and shooting off fireworks. It's kind of sad that is like what I feel like an American, but to actually feel like an American, like, I would have to live out the American stereotypes.
I feel like American every day. It's not very prominent in like my mind. It's just in the back of my head, like, yeah, I'm born here. I may not like ethnically be American, but I do live here and I do call this place my home.
Citizens in America all have very different views on the same country they call home. However, this is not surprising, with America being the most diverse country in the world. As an American, you have the right to generate ideas and opinions of your own. And with a country so diverse, those ideas and opinions can be reshaped every day. This is what makes America so unique, because there is no step-by-step guide on how to be an American, because various types of people travel to America, bringing pieces of their own culture and ultimately shaping the ever-changing American culture. To be an American is to take advantage of the rights you have to be who you really are.